And what is up, my magic malcontents? Risen Dragon here with yet another fun deck tech for you, and this is a very quirky deck. It's interesting, but it seems to work. It is a Golgari Mill deck. And how does that work, you might ask? Well, there's so much synergy with a lot of these cards in our graveyard that it makes it a worthwhile build. And full disclaimer, I'm getting over a cold, so if I have to, clear my throat or something, my apologies. So, like now. Excuse me. Let's get into the deck. Evolved Sleeper. Now, this is an interesting addition, but it's one that can continue to grow as you go. As you see, you tap a black and it becomes a human cleric with base power and toughness 2/2. One in a black, and if it's a cleric, put a death touch counter on it and it becomes a Phyrexian human cleric with base power and toughness 3/3, and then 1 and 2 black, and you put a +1/+1 counter on it only if it is a Phyrexian, and you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Okay, that one's interesting. Okay, we put that in there though for early threats. Then we have Death Bonnet Sprout. At the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. If there are 3 or more creature cards in your graveyard, transform it. At the beginning of your upkeep, once it is transformed into Death Bonnet Hulk, you may exile a card from a graveyard. If a creature card was exiled this way, put a +1/+1 counter on Death Bonnet Hulk. Okay, see where we're going with this? Now we go to Willowgeist. This is one that kind of an underrated card, I think. Whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on Willowgeist, and when it dies, you gain life equal to its power. Remember this, lots of stuff here. Go for the Throat, just for some removal. Tear Asunder, also as well for enchantment hate, and also some spot removal as well. Undead Butler. When it enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards. When it dies, you may exile it. If you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. So if this is in the graveyard, this is on the battlefield and it dies, this becomes a 3/3. Okay, see where we're going with this? Urborg Lurgoyf. Now, when it enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards. For each time it was kicked, we can kick it with a black. And its power is equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard, and its toughness is equal to that number +1. So we are running, how many creature cards are we running here? We are running 28 creature cards. We're going to hit something, okay? Gix, Yawgmoth Praetor. Now this is an interesting one too, because what we can do is we can, when we deal combat damage to one of your opponents, its controller may pay 1 life. If you do, they may draw a card. So basically, we can gain some card advantage here. But for 3 black and 4, we can discard X cards and then exile the top X cards of target opponent's library, and we may play lands and cast spells from among cards exiled this way without paying their mana costs. Absolutely brutal card to have. Gixian Puppeteer. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Yeah, we're not really worried about that one for this deck. But we may when it dies, we may return another creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So we can bring back pretty much all these guys right here. All right. Skyfisher Spider. A Reacher. We don't have a lot of flyers. We don't have any flyers. When it enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice a creature. Can really go well with the Undead Butler. When you do, destroy target non-land permanent. When it dies, you may gain 1 life for each creature card in your graveyard. If you do, you exile it from your graveyard. So we can gain life. We can destroy stuff. Really versatile card. We are running 1 Cruelty of Gix. What this does is basically we look at our opponent's hand, we choose a creature or planeswalker card from it, and they discard that card. Then we search our library for a card, put that card into our hand, and then we lose 3 life. 3rd chapter, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. We're only running 1 copy of it, but even still, nice card to have, nice little finisher, maybe bringing something big back from them. Sideboard, excuse me, we have 3 Duress, 4 Tamio Safekeeping, 2 Drag to the Bottoms, 3 Cut Downs, and 3 Eaten Alives for our best of 3 matchups. And I am actually going to make an adjustment. I am going to put in some Takenuma and Boseiju as well in there when I get done with this. So if you are new to my channel, we do a best of 1 and we do a best of 3, just so you can see how the deck functions in both environments. Thank you for bearing with me, getting over a cold, but let's get to the games. We're against Saki. I feel like I've played against this person before. We go first. Yeah, we can keep this because we do have some options here. Well, that's speaking of options. We can do that. Let's see about what we do with the Go for the Throat. Bloodline Harvester, you die. Let's hang on to the upgrade here, just in case we decide we want to bump it up. And they're going to destroy it. More than likely. No? Okay. Cool. Villowgeist is fun. Now they all have a cut down. Or an Infernal Grasp. A Braid also works too. So we wanted to... we doing like a Grixis Mill build here. Okay, maybe. Maybe Flooded here. Ooh, that's a fun card. I hope it survives. We are going to draw a card. Yes, we'll pay a life. We'll draw a card. Play a land. And we're good. Okay. What do they do here? Sheldred. Okay. Well, lucky for us, we have a Go for the Throat, so that will help. We will pay a life. Yep. And, no, decline that. Corpse Appraiser. Well, one creature card from a graveyard. Yeah, you know what? That's playing right into my strategy. You know that, right? Oh, maybe not. Yeah, okay, it does play into the strategy. That's what I thought. Yeah, you read the card. Okay, fun. So here's what we do. Skyfisher Spider. Maybe. Are they going to counter this? Yeah. Destroy that. Boom. Go for the throat. Yep. Infernal Grasp. Okay. That's fine. Boom. We get a land, we're in business. Okay, there's a cut down. That's fun. We gain life. Fun. And you're playing right into my strategy here, buddy. So... Invoke Despair. Boop, boop. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. So we gain that life. Resiliency in this deck. I love it. Gixion Puppeteer. Blood Tithe Harvester. Okay. Invoke Despair. That's fine. Tear asunder. The only downside is they've got a ton of card advantage now. And resources. So who knows what they've already pulled 2 Invoke Despairs. Okay, a Reckoner Bankbuster. You're fishing, which is good. We like to fish. I haven't seen any counter magic yet, but that doesn't mean they don't have anything. So that'll die. Graveyard to the battlefield. Sure, I'll bring that back. Sure, you insist. I will definitely bring back a Gix. Abso-frickin-lutely. Every single dang time. I will draw a card too. And I will play an Undead Butler. And I will mill those 3 cards. And I will make that Death Bonnet Sprout become a Death Bonnet Hulk. And you are gonna like it. Unless you have a drag to the bottom, and then I'm gonna be really upset. But that's okay. Corpse Appraiser. Sure. Did you take away? Fine. Whatever. Boom. Whatever. Another Corpse Appraiser. Whatever. Okay. Blood Tithe Harvester. Alright, well. Mill a card. Alright, we transform that. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Skyfisher Spider. Boom. Yeah, I probably should have gotten rid of the Blood Tithe Harvester. But... oh, okay. I don't know what good that's gonna do you. But, we'll exile that. Return a, I think a... yeah, let's go with Willowgeist. That way we can put down some pretty big threats here. And the question becomes, no, we're not going to attack. We want to give them some targets, believe it or not. That's actually going to be the strategy here. They'll draw a card. Another Reckoner Bankbuster, okay. Cycle, they're fishing. Gain a life. Okay. I'm actually going to go with my graveyard here. Let's do the spiders. We can't bring that back. Fun. Oh, wait, no, we can't do that. Oops. Alright, well, let's see what we can do here. Swing, swing from the tangles of... remember that song? I'm going to decline that because I think we're okay as far as that is concerned. But what we can do here is bring back the Gix. Unless they counter it. Which in case I'll just bring back another Gix. Yep, that's okay. Decline. Let them think we don't have something. And then we'll just come back with another one. Another Corpse Appraiser. Okay. Do they have enough removal to get rid of stuff? That is the question. Do they have enough removal to do things here? Okay. Haha! Yep. That's fun. So, Blood Tithe Harvester. Okay. If Table of the Mirror Breaker. Okay. Cool. Alright, well, we're still in it. From a graveyard. Okay, from a graveyard. Yeah, you're not bringing that back. Go for the throat. And boom. Do you have a counterspell? Do-da, do-da. If you don't, then you are dead. Oh, do-da-day. Maybe not. Yep, you do. Okay, well, that's fine. Alright, so here we go. Urborg, Lurgoyft. Okay, boom. Just do that. Boom. Okay. So, let's do this. Swing. Okay, they'll crew. Okay, fine. Alright. Okay. Table of the Mirror Breaker, doo-da, doo-da. You have that one top deck. What can you do with it? Okay. Gain a life. Sure. He'll draw a card with the tram station. Okay. Make your Corpse Appraiser go away. Yeah, not really what we were looking for, but here's what it is. They can crew the Bank Buster. Okay. Oh, yeah. Now they figure out. You can take out my Death Bonnet Holder. Why would you? Alright, maybe... I guess? Okay. Okay, it's a 2-2, so that means they've probably got some spot removal here with like a braid or something like that. Yep. Okay. Fair. You're still feeding into my strategy big time, though, kid. Still feeding into it major league. Ah! They had another invoke. That's okay. And they now have the draw. Ah. They're down to 9 cards, though, so we might be able to win by attrition? I don't know. We'll see. Another Death Cap Blade. Okay, well, that's no good. But, do we win by attrition? That's an interesting one, though. What are we down to? Right, we have 27 cards in our deck, so I'm fine with that. Terra Sunday, hey? It's probably getting negated. No. Okay. Boom. I think we keep this video because this is a pretty epic match here. Gotta admit, this is a pretty epic match for a one-on-one. This is an epic match. It really shows kind of the versatility, I think, of this deck too. So we'll have to see what they do. Never mind my dog. What do you have? Okay. Cut down. Okay. You're getting down there in cards there, Chuckles. So can you pull something off here? Do you have a Sheoldred? Okay. Negate. You're down to 3. There's your Sheoldred. Okay. We need a... Need a removal here. Need a remover, or else we're dead. Okay, there's an answer. Do you have a negate? You don't have a negate. That is bad egg. Love it. Now, you are down to 2 cards. Can we withstand this? Do you have another Invoke Despair? No, you do not. I think we're dead. But... ah, we got him! We're against Can 7 for our best of 3 matchup. They are a gold-rated player. That's fun. Alright, this is actually a pretty decent one because we can put down our Willowgeist, Undead Butler, and get into that. Now again, we gotta be careful, because one of the things that we do hit with our Undead Butler is if we don't hit, if we hit our lands, we do need that 4th land. So there goes 2 lands. So yeah. Never a fun thing. Ooh, well that can come into handy right there. Terra Sunder can definitely come in handy here. We're gonna kind of see what they do. Oh, okay. Interesting. You can not attack. That's okay. Let's do this, right? Terra Sunder. Stakes out. You. Swing. Okay. Gain life. Gain life, that's okay. Restoration of a Ganjo. Okay, so we're against enchantments. Boom. Interesting. Another restoration of the Ganjo. Okay. Cool. Of course, we hit a land. So in theory, we'll have a pretty big board. But we do have to be concerned about the fact that we're hitting lands. Ah, that's no fun. Michiko's Reign of Truth. Oh no! Yeah, this is an enchantments build. So, lots of fun stuff here. I'm actually going to feed into the strategy here. Block them. This way. This will transform. It's more, we keep hitting the lands, which is never a good thing. No, I don't want to attack, because that leads to that getting a bit more bigger. Yeah. But we can do the... can block the Undead Butler. Catching Spirit Realm. Interesting. Okay. Let's do... No, not gonna block that. Gonna exile it. Bring back the Deathbond Sprout. My graveyard. Yeah, we'll sack the Butler, make that bigger. And our misery continues. crafted growth, huh? Well, that's fun. Alright, we are gonna say good game, because we just keep getting hit. Just needing that fourth land was just not in the cards today. Did a video before this, you know, kind of like a prelim round, and I was like, man, we just kept getting the, you know, that's the downside to this deck. Okay, so we've got plenty of lands at this one, so I think we keep this one. In this one, we can, like, we'll do this, and then you save the Takenuma for another day. There's a generous visitor. Okay, Merc. Do that. Boom. Now they're gonna start going crazy with the visitor and stuff. So okay, commune with spirits. Okay, so there's a Jukai naturalist. Jukai. Oh, the Willow Geist. That's fun. Oh. Really, the evolved sleeper's in there just as like a, you know, your early aggro stuff and whatnot. So there's a Jukai naturalist. So there's gonna be some growth there. And by some, I mean a lot. Fanga Shigeki. Yep. No attacks. Can do some fun stuff now that is... If they don't get rid of the Evolved Sleeper and this comes into play, they are targeting that, though. So they are looking at that. Will this be a war of attrition like the others? The other game we played? Probably not. But yeah, they're gonna gain a ton of life here. The Jukai Naturalist is absolutely boss right now. So we gotta figure out a way to... Oh! That's never fun. Yeah, they just absolutely wrecked God Drew. But our thing didn't help. Yeah, we're just gonna block that. A bug, look a leaf. No attacks. Restoration of a Ganju. So they'll gain a ton of life, but we will get one of our creatures back. Deathbond and Sprout will come back. That goes there. Channel this. Put this into play. No attacks. They'll return the Jukai into the battlefield. Kami of Transience, yep. Get an original deck idea. You know, that's kind of the thing that I gotta say is, you know, yes, it's sour grapes because I'm losing, but, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, come on, guys, you gotta, like, you know, get something that is, you know, slightly on the original side here. You know, these enchantments have been around since the start of the last standard, and it's like, you know, we will not block Status Death Touch. So. Do that. Now the question becomes... Although what we can do now is... we can look at gaining some life. Through the Skyfisher. And then we can kind of go from there. I think I will keep this video because it just shows like how you can have an issue with this deck if you're not careful with it. Hose you? Nah. This one could be a tough one, but... Of course you have Touch the Spirit Realm. Of course you have that card. Now you're just gonna go ape on me. So... Good game. Alright, let's go to the postmortem. So as you can see with this deck, there are some drawbacks. You do need to get... Well, first of all, we got really unlucky with our mills. We kept hitting lands that we needed, and we got, you know, mana starved a few times. But again, you gotta... I kept that... I kept the best of three, so you could see kind of like how you not to play this deck. So sometimes my purpose in life is to serve as a warning to others. So if you're gonna do the mill, route, you gotta have that in mind. But that being said, you know, this is a deck that can outlast it. If you get the cards right, it can certainly just start to go crazy. I know in casual when I did this. It certainly was a build that did really well, but then you saw we got up against some competitive stuff, and it starts to go kind of but that's all right. So I hope you enjoyed this deck, even though the video showed us, you know, losing a lot of games, but that's all right. All right. So if you like what you see, leave a like, leave a subscribe, and as always, my magic miscreants, may all your draws be godlike, and may all your spells hit the board. Risen Dragon is out. Enjoy the rest of your day.